Alright, hey team, we're back. This is about the same time yesterday that I played. So, it is a Tuesday night here. Now let's log in and see how much we have left. Obviously, we didn't do too well yesterday. Let's have a look. We got 32 cents left. Oh dear, so that means it's about 3 games of this 10 cents that we're going to play. So let's try it out and see how we run tonight. So we have 3 shots to make something. Okay, so see how we go. Okay, here first hand. Oh, that just set me out. Got ace 2. I was about to say there's no need to play ace 2 because we know that first 5 hands, everyone's just gonna go. Not everyone, but most of the time there's always someone that's gonna go all in, regardless of what they have. It's just a tendency I see people do. So we just sit out. There's no need to play anything. But if you have hands like, let's say, ace king, possibly ace queen, it just depends, or a nice pair jacks, queen, kings and aces, you know, they're top hands, then you can obviously get in there. And 6s hold. Okay, so we got to new table. So I think a lot of people got out already, so just that one hand there's about 24 players that got out, so it's fairly quick. I wouldn't be surprised another 24 players come out in the next hand. Okay, because we got moved, we have to wait. Okay, here we have king 6, we got limper. Of course we come in regardless of what card we have. We hit a king. Here what we might want to do is bet the fact that not many people is interested. Full knocks bet. Maybe he could have a king, he could have a jack queen, who knows, but our kick is not good, so just let it go. Okay, another limper. This is the very next hand. King dingle, he limps, we too limp. Okay, last hand, Fort Knox was quite aggressive. He bet 80 the pot, and the next one after that he bet 400. I think just slightly over the pot. So just keep that in mind, that he does bet aggressively. And one's disconnected, so it's timeout. Fold, check. Okay. And a bet. There's nothing for us here unless we catch a 3-5 or yeah, possibly 3-5, or you know, pocket 2s, 2-2, 9-9, but very likely to get runner, so there's no point of being in there. And when you get in there, you know that you have to pay some more for the next few streets to see the cards. Okay, so we're in again. So play it like as if you're playing cash game. You know, get in there cheap, and if you hit nothing, just stay out of trouble. And if you make something, make a good profit out of it. So get good equity. Okay, here we got a gut shot draw. Just check. We're hoping for a club next. A club would be nice, or even hitting one of our cards, not too bad. So just check again. We hit our 3. There's no need to bet. Most likely they'll call anyway, so just check it down. Another jack. Most likely someone is gonna bet. There's 120 in the pot that No one bets. For us here, because everyone just checked, we just checked too. There's no need. No need to bet. If we did bet, maybe Fort Knox could look us up. He got 2k. And if we did bet, you know, you have to bet like, you know, 130. It's a bit of a waste. So just check it out. So let's see what everyone played just then. Okay. This very next hand, this guy raises 4 times the blind, so we just stay out. Just then, before that, Fort Knox played 5-6. He hit and he checked. He played K Dingle, 5 ace, and Queen 5. Okay. Wow. If a 4 hit for us on the river, it will be big trouble for us because all 3 of these guys had their straight already. But if a 5 hit, then we can make some money from these guys. Extract some. Okay. Here we are. First the act, usually raise. So we know that these guys not playing premium hands, they're just playing any hands as well. That's okay, and if they do look us up, they know that we're doing the same thing. Because we're the first aggressor, keep betting it out. Bet 160 is fine. The reason why I bet out here, because we also got a draw, so it's not too bad. So we just take it down. A7, Kurt limped, and a shove. Okay, there's no need for us to stay in, so I'm just going to automatically fold this, regardless of who else is coming in or not coming in. Okay, Bayara, he limped, we too limp. Sergevic just came back in, so we first act, just check that down by even having a pair of 7. Expect him to bet here, because he has position on us. He checked. Okay. Here I think a bet's fine for 80. And Bayara could call, or he could raise here. It just depends how he played, and he did call. So the 8 came, possibly is no good. Just gonna check it. He could bet thinking that I have a 6, and he did bet. Right here is probably no good. He could go for a flush draw, any 5, any 10, complete his straights. So just stay out of it. Okay. And next one, 10-3. Blind's going up, 25-50. Slow start for us. We're not picking anything. Okay, so we're staying out of this one. There's a raise. Okay, we got a new play on the table. Jiwer, he just got in from big blind. 1 limper, we call. So the blind's gone up again, 30-60. Just got to be very conservative with our chips, I guess. Check, check, check. No reason for us to be in there. 9. Check, check. And there's no reason for us to bet on the turn as well. He bet 90. We can look him up, because he could go for, he could hit king ace, but doubt it. He could go for a straight draw here. He could have a queen jack, and then maybe a 10 is good for him. We got position, so we have a look. And if he did have a 9, it could be a split. So he bet 210. It is quite costly for us if we call this one. If we do want this one, we need a raise. So let's gamble a bit and we raise this one up to, let's say 510. That means we're left 710 to play. So make a gamble. If he has an ace, he would call. A king, he would not. A 9, he probably wouldn't. And he called. So a 9, he would call. Wow. So the reason I raised that one was that I didn't think he had an ace or a king. And if I knew he had a 9, it would have been a split anyway. But he made that call. So bold move from him. So that means we can exploit him next time. The fact that if we got a better hand, and when we're up against him, just got to raise more for him, and we know that he'll call most of the time. Just seeing that he does that. Or maybe he is a competent player, where he understands about, reading. If you got the 9, it's a split. Okay, so I folded that one. That's no need to play from a raise. Okay, we got 3-8 here. We got a limper. Usually we limp in, but the fact that now the blind's gone up to 40-80, there's really no need for us to be in some of these hands. We need to conserve our chip for much, better position, more chance for profit. So we just stay out. Even though if let's say Provincial 90 did limp, we shouldn't even get in there. Here we got an ace-5. We can test out the water. Just min raise. I mean, ace-5 is not a great hand. Also, yeah, it's not a great hand, so we're just testing it out. See how these guys are playing, see if they change their style yet. Okay, we hit our ace, we first hit axe, so we just check. Another ace. Now that ace is actually good for us, because that ace hit, we should obviously bet off. Probably 320 is fine. Most likely they will fold, the fact that that ace hit, which is fine, because we want to take down that pot, just in case they might hold, queen jack, going for a straight and 10 hit or whatever. Because right now we're low in chips, we just want to build up our chips slightly. Here we got 5-2 in big blind. We got limpers, so it's a free game for us. So we just check that. Check. Most likely we give this up pretty quick, because nothing can really help us unless 5-5 or 2-2 or 5-2 giving us 2 pair. But I don't think it's gonna go far with this. So we fold. Here we're at 10-2 of hearts, limpers again, small blind, perfect for us. We call, so it's just flat it. And we flop a flush draw. Once again, we play a normal game and we just checked. We also have a runner straight, so any 7-8, any, yeah, pretty much 7-8. Bet for 120. That's fairly cheap. We can call this one. If it's not a heart, we should bet out, because these guys are betting fairly cheap. So I think bet out here is probably good, more for pot control. Like let's say 360 is probably good, to see where these guys stand. And if they're on a draw, they'll probably call as well. But if they hit their 3, or they had a high pair, they'll raise. Okay, so both of them called. On Calroof only has 330 left. Now that's a worry. He should either stick it in or fold, but he called. There's really no chance of us taking this down. We can bet, and we know that Onkel's going to bet, so we're going to lose another 330. So the best thing is to check here. So we pretty much not hitting anything. The reason why I bet the turn was the fact that, you know, to show aggression and to see where these guys are at. He got chipped and he bet 240. Now I'm surprised that on Cal Roth here, he pretty much played the last hand like half his pot, and now he have 330 left to play. So he left him into a bit of trouble. So the river didn't come out any good for us, so we just folded. Okay, next one, 4-2. So right now we're quite low. The average chip stack is 4,000 and about roughly 4,000. 60 here it says. And 136 players left, so it's fairly quick. This guy, once again, he just limp for that much. So I'll just stay out because he re-raised. Most likely he has to put this all in regardless. And he's happy with his flush draw, and it hit for him. So when we want to play more hand with this guy, probably more aggressive as well, because he seems to be quite passive. He's very loose passive. Someone that probably call more like a calling station, as you can see him calling most of the time. Here we got ace 4, 2 limpers. Yeah, we call to check what's up, even though the blind's pretty big, 75 150, and we have less than 10 BB. So maybe that might be a bad play from me, but I already made the call. See how we go. If it doesn't turn out too well, we probably just sit tight and play push fold. Okay, K Dingle bet 300. We pretty much have to stay out of this. Can't get in there. If we did hit something, like let's say if there's a 4 on the board, like 7, 4, 7, we can't even be in there too. Unless if it's like 7, A7, then we can jam it in for what we've got. But even that, our kicker isn't great, so we have to rely on the next 2 cards. Hopefully it's a high card, giving us a split if this guy has an ace or however. Okay, so we just have to play push fold now. Here we got on 4 ace. The blind is 100, 200, and 1,000 to shove. Is it good enough to push here? If you're aggressive, yes, you can push. But everyone's stack is quite big, and if we did let it pass, we're on 700. So let's push and see how we go. Because the blind is fairly big, and we just push it. Okay, most of them fold except for the blinds. On curve call, knowing that he has any 2. So he got some draws, and it holds up for us. So that's good for us. So as we know that on Kalroth is a calling station, and he is quite loose as well. A loose calling station, so that turned out well. Okay, this is 2 hands after. Has you noticed that Onkalf here is no longer here? He just called out the last hand. He called out 10-5 against Ace Queen all in. So obviously, you know, he just didn't really care. He just probably just have some fun. Okay, and this time we have an Ace Queen. That's a re-raise. It's really nothing much we can do. Ace Queen is pretty much good here. We just have to stick it in. The blinds is too big, 125, 250. We just stick it in regardless, and we're out of position. Just stick it in. Up against Queen King, so we got that dominated. Only card we would need to watch out for is the King, and the King didn't hit, so we're good. Okay, so we're on 5,000 now, So we're on average, so which is good. Now we're back on average. We can move back to our normal game. You know, open up some more. We no longer need to play push fold. So right now we have somewhat close to 20, about 18 BB, taking account of the ante as well. Okay, so Kindle limp. So now we can play a normal game, and let's limp. And we got position as well, so see how we go. Actually, maybe it's best to raise, because the last few hands we've been playing with very strong hands, like you know, ace queen, ace 4. So let's raise this up a bit to probably not much, 625. That way it's just kind of show, hey, this guy might have it. But what we need to worry about is just a small stack behind here. He pushed, which I didn't look into that, but because that's already been done, I'll put that in. Depends what K Dingle does. If he folds, we have to call. But if he calls, then we can rethink about what we want to do. So he calls. Okay, we got a few options here. We can call. Folding is not good. Re-raising is probably not good as well. So calling is best. And because we got position on him, we can see what he's going to do. It's going to cost us another 535. We'll have a look. Okay, we have it hit 7 and also the ace hit. So we can bet the next street here to show, see what he does. He checked, so we should bet. You know, we should bet out easily, which is bet maybe 925, just something little, and see what he's going to do. Actually, 925 might be a bit too weak. I have to do 1375. So I'm putting 1/3 of my stack, saying, hey, I'm pot committed. Okay, so there we go. So we lost against Sherovich, which in the end, if K Dingle wasn't there, I still would have called 500 and something anyway, due to the pot odds. Okay, so now that K Dingle saw us and thinking, oh hey, this guy made a play against me, so we might have to change our game plan. So now we're back on somewhat 13 BB, 14 BB. Best to play push fold now. So we're changing our game, and these guys will be like, yeah. So hopefully we show good cards, and we double up. So it's all good. Okay, a hand just before, K Dingle had a pair of 9s up against 2 king queens, and he made a set and he knocked both of them out, which is fine. Now we have an 8-10. There's no need for us to play any limping or anything like that. Like I said, we're just playing push fold. Okay, here we have jacks. There's 690 in the pot. We just need to go all in. The push fold style that we're playing. There's no need to do anything else, because we're happy with 690 that is in the pot. That will boost ours to somewhat 4-5, close to 4-5. Okay, and we got a caller. And another caller. Okay. One hit is 2 pairs. And another. So we got out the fact that he made 2 pairs. He called with 9-10. Even though he had jacks, he had a big stack and he was quite loose. So he put out half his stack. So we got unlucky there, but it is the right play. So we came out 87th. Nothing else we can do. We just got to keep trying. Okay, so I'd register for the next one, and I'll bring it up once it's done. Here we go, new game. So we just fold this one, no point. Okay, so this is our sixth trial into the 10 cents 360 man. Not doing very well, are we? Bugger. Alright. I'm getting nervous here because this is our second last shot of making something. And usually when I play tournaments, I get in the money like most of the time, 30% of the time, if I really want to get in the money. So by now I should have been in the money like twice, or at least once. But it's alright. We just got to move forward and focus on this game. Ace 10 here. He pushes. I might have called him. The fact that he pushed all in the last one and he's doing it again now. But another guy came in. So I'm just going to fold this one. It's no need. And see what they have. See, if I did call, we would have dominated them. But because he instantly came in, there's no need for us to be in there. Okay, and we got moved. Ten nine. Of course we limp. Raises 3 times the bet. The raises doesn't really mean much. Yes, he may have good cards, but the fact that there are 3-6 in the pot already, that these are in there, I'll call too. So if you made it like 5 times or pots, about the pot size, then I'll probably stay out. But another 6 in more, I'll come in. Here, the bet sizing is 210. It is a bit smaller than, it is less than half the pot, about 40% they're betting. The only concern I'm having is this one, who calls 210 for, who has another 970 left. We hit our 9. Also, we need to watch out for a flush. So it's probably not good for us here to come in. The fact that we might have to go all in 970 for him. So we just fold. And if someone has a flush, they could complete it. And he folded. Okay. Next hand, 7-10. Well, no one's come in. Well, I'm sure you guys know what I'll do. Perfect. That's exactly what you guys are thinking, right? Oh, and Piano Sissy, he raised for another 40. So we just called. Keep in mind how much we have left behind to play. He most likely on a bet again because he got position. No, he didn't. The board isn't really good here for us, so there's no need for us to be in. Okay, here we got 6 queen. I'm quite reluctant to call, but I'll give it one more shot. The fact that I noticed that when someone limped or raised, there's always someone that's going to re-raise, like one of these two, but none of them are in this round, which is a bit different. Here we're getting nothing, so really nothing's going to really help us out unless, you know, 10, 8, 10 king. Hopefully it's non-clubs or 7, 8, something like that, but there's no need for us to see anymore. So we just stay out. Maybe there's a queen that could help us, a 6 for 40, but yeah, I was just saying because we don't have much left, so we just stay out. Okay, so probably his move. Sometimes it's good to call because it's very cheap. It's just 40, so think of it as just a check. Here we got 4-9. I'll probably stay out. There's no need to be in there. Since some of these guys do re-raises, so there's a lot of re-raise frequency on here. So see how I go. Usually sometime when you don't play and it comes out really good for you, like the board will come 9-9-4 or 4-9 and, you know, another card, something like that. But yeah, well, there's a 4 there. Hey, look, guess what I was saying? See, when you don't play, it comes out really good for you. But that's just poker, you know. So just don't think too much on it, and we're glad to stay out of this one regardless of whatever happened. And I wouldn't be surprised if the river's a 9. Oh, it's another 4. Wow. But here we probably wouldn't be able to extract much. We'll probably, oh, that guy's went all in. And 7-8 instantly called. Okay, 2-7, no good. So yeah, sometime when you don't play a hand, and then the board just flop gen for you, you know, you get really good hands like that just then was quad, unbeatable. Here we got 7 deuce, everyone limped. I'll call, even though it is the worst hand in the Hold'em ranking game. OCSI, he min-raised it to another 120. There's 3 players that came in, so I'll call as well. And 383. So obviously it's no good. We two just check. And bet 60, 60, 60. We just stay out of this. We didn't hit anything, so no good. Here we are, Jack 4. I'm starting to pick my range now, so there's no need to play Jack 4. I'm starting to pick my range where I get to play good drawing hands, or you know, drawing hands such as, you know, flush draw. You got connectors, 1 gap connectors, things like that. So something playable, not like 7 deuce. See, like this 8-6 of hearts, very playable. So we get in there and have a look at it. Okay, we've just flopped 2 pairs, but there's this board texture is quite wet. Wet meaning that it's dangerous. It's, you know, it's possible for other hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this to about 320, maybe 360, make it slightly bigger. Showing these guys I'm pot committed. I'm putting like pretty much 1/3 of my stack, very close to it. So if anyone want a shot of their straight draw or flush draw, then I'm in. Okay, so someone could complete their flush. Knoll probably bet 180. I'll call. It's just this one. I don't know what he's gonna do. So I'm just gonna call, see what he does. If he has the flush, he would put me all in as well. So I'm just gonna call. And if he doesn't, then I'm just gonna bet this one out just to get some of my money back. Let's say 280 or something, just to see if he calls or not. Nope. Queen 9, so we're ahead. Okay, and we're on a break, so be back, guys. Okay, next hand, we just got back from break, so welcome back, guys. Since it's a video, I'm sure you guys are not going anywhere. Okay, so we limped with a good drawing hand. So you guys, most of you guys know, right? 10 jack if you make a straight. What kind of straight is it? Yes, it's a nut straight. Okay, so for queen come here, perfect. 240 for something like that. Just for queen. If we hit a jack and a 10, probably no good. Someone to bet like that. 240 for pot 680. That's not worth it. 1 and 3 just to hit your 4 queens. So I'm just gonna stay out. Okay, king 5, no need to play, just fold. Okay, back in the game. Someone min raised 200. I seen him play, and he's in position. He calls. So we got jack 8. We call. We got some stack as well, so it's not too bad. Even though we hit here, what we want is to, if you want to lead out, you got to have at least 2 pairs to lead out to be safe. Seems like he didn't hit, so a call here is fine. But once we call, whatever card comes out on the turn, we should bet, just to show a bit of control. And ace. So like I said, when we come out, we'll bet. So probably a bet 350 is probably okay. He could have the ace. The fact that, you know, now we completed our flush perfect. Here, which is bet again, probably about 650 or so. If he has the ace, he could put us all in, or however he want to play it, but we got that down, so it's alright. Just then, he called me instantly, so it seems like he could have a jack as well, but his kicker might not be that great. And furthermore, you know, I was a bit, I was hoping he would have his set. Otherwise, if he did have his set, I would extract more money from him. Okay, once again, I just completed my spawn blind, nothing good, just check it. So we're on average stack now, 3270. And the blind is 50, 100, and 165 players left. Bet for 200, there's no need to be in there, we'll just stay out. Okay, another hand here, we're in good position. He min raise, limp. For us here, we could raise, just to see what these guys would do, but a raise probably no good because it is a bit higher, so we just call in position. 278 is not good for us, even though we got 2 overcards. He bet very, very small, light, Lidens, re-raise, so we just stay out. And Kopetak calls, Lidens probably gonna bleed out again. He has to make it about 700, 800 or something. Yep, and he made 840 and he instantly called. So this guy can be a calling station, no matter what he had. Maybe he could trap, play to trap, he has to stick it all in, and he's most likely going to fold here. Yep, and he does. So, by the look of that, Linden could have a set there, could have set of 7, set of 8, and set of 2, or he could have, you know, Queen, King, Queen, Ace, Queen, Jack, whatever, or he could have a nice pair of Jacks, pair of 10, pair of 9s, who knows. Jack, Queen here again, Max Firebird before he was in the hand, and min raise and he limped too, so this time he re-raises, so we just stay out. And got a caller. I'm not sure if you guys want to see these, but I'll put it on anyway, just to see how you guys see other play. So right now I'm thinking Max Firebird does have a good hand, maybe a pair of 10s and under, like, you know, 10s to 6, something like that. K-Wag probably Ace, Jack and above. Okay, this one has Ace, Jack and above, this one has a 5 and that's Ace King. Okay, so it's the wrong way around. And pocket 5s hold since it hit the set. So we knew that they had some hands, some of these guys, so it's good that we stayed out. This time I had an Ace King. Okay. Ace King and a limp. Right now we don't need a limp, we just need to play aggressive. Bet 420 is fine. Because the blind is getting big, we need to catch up to the blind by betting big, so that allows this one to push all in, or these two can call. So most likely they will call, or he can push all in too. So, or he can fold. So he called. That's a good flop for us. Queen 8 Queen. Since these guys just limp the pot, they couldn't have much. So what we want to do here is re-raise this. Re-raise him about 3 times. So 720 is fine. Showing that we could have pocket 9s and over, and he folds. So that's fine. So the bet he does there is like, it's a weak bet, but at the same time, it's a cheap controlled bet for him, so that he can see the next one if I'm a passive player. So 3-5 no good, we just fold this one. Alright, right here we see everyone limping and min raising. I had a 6-10. Usually I could play it, but the thing is I didn't. The fact that I'm seeing a few short stacks around the table, such as this one, OCSI 7426, and Dubloom is on 800. So just be mindful who is on your table, because they short stack, they could be shoving, and shoving will, you know, just take out your plays. It means that, you know, you either stay in there or stay out. But once you poker mid here, 5-6, it isn't too bad. Seems like these guys are sitting tight, so I'll just test the table, raise. If Dubloom comes in for 800, I pretty much got a call if it's me and him one-on-one. But seems like Mowgli plays a lot. He plays because he got position, don't know what he has, and Lidens does play a lot too, so we just keep that in mind. And Max Firebird do play a lot, so, and re-raises too. Because he min raises here, it is enough 300 into 1800. No brainer, I got a call, even though the blind is getting big. I just have to call. But by me doing this, the next few hands I have to play him a bit more conservative. So we did hit our 5, a queen, 3 is a spade. Most likely he's going to bet off. That 300 is quite cheap. I'm happy to call this one, but I was just wondering what the one behind is going to do. So it seems like he didn't hit a queen. He could have a pair of, you know, 10, 9s, 8 lower, or he could even have a nuts by having a, you know, trip queens or ace queen, and he just calls to see people behind, put it all in like that for him to go all in. So it's either for him fold, most likely fold or call. If it's call, he got the goods. If he doesn't, then he's not good. Here, we're mostly not good. The fact that he pushes all in. Notice that there's weakness between the two of us here. And he got chip stack. So here it's a fold for us. So we just fold. Okay, so because we kind of wasted a bit of our chips there. Well, a fair bit, I'll say. We just have to stick back to our game. Probably push fold. See how we go. Okay, this one we're in big blind. Limp complete, so it's a free game. So we check it. We did hit one of ours. Checking this one's fine. Most likely Mowgli's gonna bet. Yep, just like that. He could have the ace, and he could not have the ace. It's not profitable for us to be calling here, even though we're ahead. The fact that we got 3,000 left, so it's best to let it go. If I had more, like something about 5,000, I might call and then raise the next one. So I have to let this one go due to my chip stack. So we don't want to really gamble anything, you know, guessing if he has an ace or don't have an ace. And even though if he hit an 8, his kicker is probably way higher than ours. Okay, here we got pretty much like a full table action, except for V Hasper is out. We just need to complete this one. Don't know what he's going to do. He could shove or he could check. Most likely he'll check because he's always been tight. And notice Dubloom. Okay, so I was wrong. He put it all in. So now we just lost our 200. So we just stay out. And I noticed that Dubloom, he probably has something to come in here. He probably have a pair, maybe a pair of 8s, 9, or maybe just tired playing drawing hands or something. Who knows? So it's anyone's game in this one. 4 Jack Queen. He re-raises. That could mean Ace Jack, Ace Queen. Okay, Queen 7, Ace King, and 10 Queen. 9 King and Jacks. Okay, he is set. Wow. Okay, and more players got out. Okay, we got Ace Queen the very next hand. Okay, that's about 800 in the pot already. Right now, we don't know who else is going to come in next. There's no need for anything else. Just stick it in. and we should be fine. Even though we've seen him play a lot, chances are we should be to take this one down. Unless Mowgli could call with anything, we could be up against Ace King here. Some people do limp with Ace King. I sometimes play that too. Jack Queen. So okay, our Ace Queen hold. So we kind of had a bit of a slightly bit more than double up. So that's a bit nice. Okay, so we're slightly ahead of the field average, but if we want to get somewhere, we need to get at least 15k. So 9 more k, and then we play conservative, get in the money, and aim further. So right now, what we want to do is aim for the money, which is build to 16k stack, 15k, sorry. 16k would be nice, or even further, whatever. And then we proceed from there. So always give yourself target when you play tournaments. You know, have reasons why you do certain things, and it should get you on the right track, and also give you reasons why you do certain things. Okay, so 4-2 no good, which is fold. Okay, here we have Jack Queen. Because we are up a bit more than that, we can just min raise is fine. Make it 600 to see what everyone else does, because the blind now is quite big. So most likely people is gonna look it up. He's in position. Oh, he's not playing. So we know that Ryoja is tight. We hit our ace. And he bet. What we want to do here is rebet to see what Mowgli's gonna do. And put rebet in a sense. Put this guy in. And at the same time, that's about 1-4. We might make it a bit more so we get some on the side if he does call. So we raise. And he fold, which is fine. He got ace-6 against ace-jack, so we're ahead. Unless he hit a 6. So we took that down. Okay, so we're 9k. So not far to go. We're pretty much close to the 70% mark of that 15,000. Okay, Lydon put all in. If we did want to play this, have to put 1,000, but really no point. So stay out of it. Okay, we got moved to a new table, and we got A7. Everyone's stack seems decent, so we just min raise. See what everyone else gonna do. He instantly called. Maybe he has, you know, good drawing hands, good pair, set mining. We see how we go. With these players, you just need to bet out again and see what they do, because their stack's quite low. And we see what's next. Nick, he got 400 to call. It's good to call from him here. Here 10-9-3. It is not a good flop for us, but for him, just think what he has. If he has a draw hand like Jack, Queen, King, whatever, and a pair, this is a good board for him. So we just check this one down. If it's a scary board, like a high card, then we should bet. But if it's a good board for him, then we think it's probably in his favor, which is check. So once again, we check. Usually when we double check, they probably raise behind, and he checked again. So if that's the case, we just check. There's no need to bet here. So if he has a pair, maybe pair 6, pair 5, he'd probably just check too. He had King 8. Okay. So at least we know what kind of hand he has. He had King 8. So on the turn, if we bet on the flop, he could possibly call just to see if he can get King 8, or, you know, draws for a straight or a heart or something. And if we did bet on the turn, he would still call. So that's fine. So he called instantly with King 8. So it's something like a drawing hand. Okay, someone just bet 2,000. No need for us to be in there. Stay out. So the blind now is 200 and 500, and ante is 50. Okay, because we know what he's playing, let's exploit him if everyone fold. But looks like I can't show you this hand because Waller Sun 47, min raise. Should we come here 750? No, we should not. We should stay out because we got 7-8. Okay, we know that Staz That looks like Stas 2-6. If it's in Roman numeral, he would call king queen. So by seeing that his hand ranges is quite loose, by playing king queen, king 8 suited, yeah. And usually people that plays like that, any ace is probably good for them as well. So we'll just keep that in mind. Here, Waller Sun limped for 500. We 2 call. He probably complete. No, he didn't complete. That's interesting. Here we have a gut shot draw. He bet 1,000. Probably not very profitable for us. I want to see what he played his last hand. He played ace 10, so obviously he does play good hands. He could hit his king. A jack 9 is probably no good for us, so we just stay out. A 10 would be great, or a club, but even that we have to play the later street. Most likely he's going to go all in. Okay, jack 6, most likely we're not going to play this hand. So because blind's 300, 600 now, we don't want to play too much. We just probably want to double up now, and reach our target. And even that, by putting all in, having the blind at about, blind and ante is about 1,400. That's fairly good just by pushing and folding. So we should play push and fold, which is good for us now. Okay, I've been we changing our style, push fold, pick C, min raise, and we got pocket sevens. Here I'll probably fold. There's no need for me to be in. The fact that he is a big stack, usually pocket 7 is good, but you know, I just don't want to be in there and risk my chip to get out. Right now we are 25th in position and there's 41 players left, so 5 more to be in the money. So 16, if you get to 15, it's like guaranteed. So if we look at the statistics here, 25 out of 41. Now the median to get in the money is 36, so 9 behind us is also in the money. But then you need 5 more to get out to get in the money. So that tells me that I can just stick around and I still be in the money if I don't play. But it just depends on what everyone's thinking is. The fact that we only have 2 more shots left in the money would probably give me more chances. And even that, when you're in the money and you double up, it's quite easy to come back. So in the money you probably get 24 cents. So that's two games. 2.4 games if you're concise. Here we have the ace 9. Once again, we can actually shove, or we see how we go, or we can leave it, or we can leave this one and maybe steal from him. So stay out of trouble for now. And usually ace 9 is good. If I was already in the money, I would shove. But the fact that we have an aim just to be in the money for 36, then yes. So it's only 3 more players, then we're in the money. So there's no need for us to risk all in. And maybe someone else might be a short stack, 3,000, 4,000 or 1,000 call us. And we have to lose that much, and then we have to like cover our blinds 1,600 in the next few rounds. Then we could be bubbling. So pretty much the next orbit is when it should reach to in the money. So just have a little bit of patience, and we should be okay. So fold. For us, we got crappy cards, but no brainer, we have to call. Because why? We're a small blind. He got 1,600, 406 for a pot of 306. If you give me 2-7, I'll still call. Okay, so we got the right odds, so we just have to call. He hits, good for him. We just move on. Okay, the very next one. So there's about 39 players left. We can see what their stats is. So we're on 29th now after the blind come to us. Here we don't need to play anything here, nothing fancy. If we make a play, if he shoves, then we have to fold. No point. Just give him the blind. Here earn his credit for shoving was with what he had and he won it. So okay, 30 out of 39. So here, seeing the amount of player left. Okay, so there's 39 players. They both are on 1,700, 2,000, 2003. So that's pretty much like one orbit for them, and we can last 2-3 orbits. And even that, the one behind it isn't very far ahead as well, 34. So we just sit tight, all good. Okay, here, oops, just took a bit too long. Here we're at Jack 10. I would have folded anyway, but guess what? We're in the money. 27 out of 36. So right now, at this stage, people will go crazy. They would push all in, they would gamble a lot. Because they've already been in the money, they don't really care. For us, we can be patient and survive, and take advantage of people doing that, even though we're very short stack ourselves. 1600 and 800, the blind's going to go up in 1 minute. So pretty much it's going to come to us 1,000, 2,000, so that's 3,000. That leaves us very short. But we're going to play our tight style and maybe take advantage of this guy who's sitting out later on. So we might be to steal from him later. So see how we go. And see how a few next hands are going to be like. Okay, here, next hand we picked up pair of fives, pretty much all in. We already made our target, 33 plays now. Pair of fives pretty much good when you're under, any pair under 10 BB, even 10 jack you can play, something like that. You just got to stick it in. We got a few big stacks here, a small stack here, and so to these guys we got fold equity. So most like he could fold, most like he's gonna fold, but he can call. But if he calls, he's gonna lose most of his chips as well. So we're in pretty good shape. So that was good for us. Okay, so now we're in the big blind. 31 plays left, and JK Molek shove, and he called, instantly called. So we stay out of it. No need to come in. And unfortunately, the guy that's sitting out got moved. I was hoping that he stay in so that we can take advantage of him being sit out. But that's okay. We just have to make some plays other ways. Okay, here we got 8-10 in small position, small blind. And we got very few aggressive people. Okay, what we can do here is call, but calling is not so great. The fact that it depends on a Sakura, see what he does. But call for 1,764. So I'll call anyway, the fact that we got lucky the last one and he folded. Okay, so it's lucky that he folded. He hits queen, no good for any of us. He hit 2 pairs and queen. Okay. The reason why I called that one was the pot was 7,000, and I would expect Sakura to call. The fact that Hero has 2,000 in the blind, so it shows him that he's very tight. He wouldn't want to waste anything. So here we got King 10, probably not good enough. We just want to stay out of big stacks way for now. So we fold that. So pretty much this is our last orbit if we're not going to make anything. Because the blind is so big and our stack is 3,150. So we're pretty much going to, if any cards that comes up soon, like any 2 pictures, 10s and above, any pair, we just have to stick it in. So we just try to make our play with Kraver, the one before, where he was quite desperate, playing 6-7 and he hit 2 pairs. Here, you know, what else can we ask? Ace King, quite happy with it. Regardless, when I push all in, expect this Cook Vangrin to call. I'm gonna do it straight away, so they know that I'm gonna have something good. I don't want something crappy to come in. Crover, I'm not so scared of. He could play anything from what I've seen. So it's good. The good thing that he raises. Okay, we both have the same card, and he made 2 pairs of queen. No good. Okay, so we're chopping that one, and he won with 9-10. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. Okay, so there's 26 players left. Pretty much three more tables. So we just fold. And once again, we probably just fold until we got, you know, something decent to play with, like 2 picture cards and pairs. Ace, if it's an ace, probably an ace 6 and up, or maybe any ace is probably good here. Probably any ace is no good. The fact that our chip is 1,200 below a big blind. So if I do play an ace, I'll probably pick my ace, probably ace 7 and up, or ace 6. Six, 5, no good. We just keep folding. So we just pretty much keep folding here. We know our time could be up, but who knows? We could get lucky, and we can get chipped up. So like they say, chip in a chair. Okay, so I'll pause. Okay, here we go. One got out. We got a7. We just have to call. I'm happy with the a7. The fact that it come now, which is okay. And it's good that it's big blinds at the big stack, so no one really want to bully him or take him out. So it's just me and him. Good. Oh, okay. Good for us, because our 7 also hit. When I saw his 2, I'm like, oh no. But our 7 hit, so we're good. Okay. So once again, the blind is quite big, and it is affecting us. Here we just got no choice. We got 4-3. It is a good drawing hand, and we got lucky with the last hand as well, having an a7 up. So I'm just going to stick this in no matter how many people was in. Just have to gamble it. And it is, you know, a drawing hand, so playable. So it's no point of me folding here. I have to put in, you know, 1,370. So it's good that he raised 1,250. I hope he has 2 live cards, like, you know, not a pair. If he has a pair, I'm fully dominated. But if I have 2 live cards, like, you know, king, ace, whatever it is, then we might be in contention to make some money. So we call regardless. Okay, ace, king he has, and he had a king. Okay, we need a 4 and a 3, no good. Okay, so we just got out. But that's okay, 20th place. I say we played okay this run, not too bad. So we stick to our game plan, is that we got to in the money. Let me see how much we won. 20th you get 27 cents, so 3 cents more from being in the money. Okay, so that's alright. So we just got to keep trying. Okay, here's our next game after. So this would have been our, what is it? Man, I'm losing track. Is it our 7th or 8th? I think it's our 8th game, or 7th. 7th. Is it 7th? 6th? Yeah, it's a 7th game. Because the last one was the second last, and we had about 71 cents. So 7th game. Yeah, my bad. Okay, 7th game. One limper, I limp, raise the 5 times, all in. So we're out of here. We are out of here. Like as if we just seen a ghost, we just run out. And 2-2 versus 3 ace. Oh wow. Made a flush. Runner. And pocket 2 was very aggressive, playing his 2s like it's aces. Okay, we hit our king, it's good. We just need to keep betting. There's no need to slow down. On 2, that 2 is good for us. The fact that we have a low kicker, we just keep betting again. He could go for a flush here. A spade will complete his flush, but he doesn't, so that's fine. Okay, next hand. Kaselic made it 80, raise, we fold. I was saying Queen 9, someone went all in. Okay, I'll call as well. Maybe it might help chip him up if you have something. And we're in position, so it's not too bad. So usually in a game like this, everyone should check, unless, you know, someone hits something good, then they bet it out. But when someone's all in, the etiquette is check, but you know, some people don't really care. Here, because it's 4 diamond on the board, a betting here is probably no good. Someone probably has a diamond, so like him, diamond, so no good. And he showed his ace 5. Okay, here we got queens. So if we got hands, we just need to raise it up to somewhat like a good pot bet or something. So 120, 3 times of what they have. Maybe 160 probably better. Okay, here, Ivankov made it to 200, drew, go 200, and draw 200. So it seems like here that they could be on an A something. So I'm just gonna bet it out again. Make this a 3 bet. I'll probably stick it all in actually with queens, because there's 780. Hopefully they have, you know, ace, king, ace, queen. Or I might get dominated by having up against kings and aces. But I'm happy to go in and fit queens. Hopefully they have their own blockers, like, you know, their own outs, aces, kings. But otherwise, someone that comes in cheap like here, they could have the small pairs, going set mine. I'm not going to do any of that. So we're up against ace, A, and here is ace. Okay, so we lost it to him. So we got 100 left. So unlucky for us. And we just move on. So it's still not the end of the world for us, even though we have 100 left and the blind's coming to us, but it's all good. Okay, here we have king 2, and it's this 75. We could limp here. What we do here is we're probably gonna fold. There's no need for us to be in there, even though, you know, 25 our chip is in there. But once again, it's kind of like a chip and a chair for us. Most people here, they would just stick it in with king 2. They're happy with it. But if we did come in, we could have won. But that's okay. No, yeah, we could have won because we have king high flush. But that's okay, because we're just waiting for something slightly better. So that last hand, if you did decide to push, there's nothing wrong with that as well, because sometimes I do push. with those ones, regardless what I had. So all good. Here we got a king 9. I would usually push all in if no one comes in, but he came in all in, so we just stay out. Okay, this is the next one after. This same guy pushes all in again, so maybe this time I'll go all in, knowing that even I'm under. But the thing is, it's good that he isolate others, so it's just me and heads up, and I've got some draws as well. So let's gamble and see how we go. And we're ahead, and hopefully we stay ahead. No, he hit his 10, and he's good. Okay, so we lost that one, unlucky. And we move on. Okay, so we just lost that one. We just have to try again the next day, I guess, and see how we go, and hopefully a bit better. Until then, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you guys picked up something. Like I said, if you have any comments, please feel free and let me know. You know, if it's feedback, negative, positive, how I've been playing. Is there anything I can improve in my game? Is there something that you notice in my play? And tell me a bit about yourself. You know, like what you want to do, where you want to pursue with poker, or you know, do you find it as a hobby? You know, you want to go further as a career. So yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys, and let me know. Thanks once again, and I'll put the next few more one up when play some more tomorrow, and hopefully we run better. Okay, have a good night, people from all over the world. See ya.